Hello guys, in this tutorial we'll be showing you how to use Airtable for project management. So currently we're in our Airtable homepage, and here this is how it looks. So on this page you're going to go to the bottom left corner where you have some options right here. You have templates and apps. We're going to click on templates and apps. And so here you'll see some templates which you can use. So depending on what template you're using, you can see popular templates for marketing. If it's marketing you're doing, you have popular templates for product design, for operations, IT, and support. So you get the point. You just need to go ahead and see what category you're in. And then these three are just the first of many. You can go ahead and click on more to see more options. Now at the top here, you can see project management. However, these are other project management options. So here we're going to choose project tracker for operations. We're going to click on it, and it will provide a preview of what you can see when you select this. If this is what you want, you can switch to the overview tab and see how it looks. Now we're going to click on try this template right here. And then you're also going to choose where you want to work on this template. Now you have different workspaces here on Airtable, and the previous one that we used was content planning space. You're going to click on the drop down and you have other options right here. Now, if you want a new workspace, you're going to click on here first before trying the option for the template. We're going to choose workspace 2 and create. And now we'll just wait for the template to create. Great. And so we have this page. Now, if you're looking at this for the first time, it will look a bit too much. However, we're going to go ahead and explain some things that you need to know. To start with, you can close this column completely. However, before we close it by pressing the X, you can see this is an option for you to import your work. So if you have some work from Google Sheets or Excel or some CSV, you can do that. But if this looks stranger than you expected, you can go ahead and click on restart from scratch. So we're fine with this, and we're not importing any work for now. So we're just simply going to click on the X here. And so we have some more space right here, and this pops up. We're just going to close it. And so just like when we were having a preview, we had tasks, timelines, and assignees, and we also had the overview. Now we're going to start with the task timelines. Here you have three options. It says view tasks all grouped, what people are working on, see the Gantt chart, and this is for the upgraded version, so we'll just be skipping this, but these are just options which you can use as you're trying to make your project management make more sense to you. So here we can see different options such as Kanban, gallery, calendar, grid, timeline, and Gantt. Now timeline, Gantt, and the new section is for upgraded versions. So we're going to go ahead and choose Kanban. Here you can see Kanban. You could name this any other name you want, and you can see who can edit. It's collaborative or personal or locked. We're just going to leave it at that, but you can choose the option which you want. Depending on the option, you will have different details explaining what they are for. So we can click on create new view, and then here you can choose a stacking field. And so we're going to choose on status, but you can go ahead and choose any other option you want. We're going to click on done. So say you have a project you're working on and you have different tasks you're running, you're just going to have this different boards, and then you can click on in progress, and we could rename the stack. So it's currently in progress, and we can change it just by making an input on it. And here it also tells you the number of records that are available. You can see 2 here, and you can see sign design contract, find design agency, and you could also add a record. As we clicked on add a record, you will see different details right here, such as the status, the subtask, who it's assigned to, the project lead, and most importantly, the time of the kickoff and the due date for this particular task. And you can go ahead and fill any other information that is pertinent for this particular card. We're going to close it, and here it leaves unnamed record. You'll need to delete it if you don't want it, as we don't want it right now. On the next part, you have kickoff, and then say you have all this fixed, and then you have what's on kickoff. The same procedures will be applied here by adding records or editing the ones that exist. And then you have complete and planning. If there are projects that are delayed, all will be moved right here. Now, interestingly, you can move these cards to other boards. For example, if we want to have kickoff, and let's say you're having a delay on the kickoff design work, you can move this over here, put it under delayed, and it's automated to change the tags or the labels on this card. You can see status is now delayed. If we move it over from delayed, say after a while, it's no longer delayed, you can move it to complete if it was completed indeed. So it really helps you to manage your project. And when you click on this, you can easily see who is added to this task and ask questions based on it. If you have comments, you could also drop a comment right here and start making comments with those who are working on this card. You also have the option to invite collaborators, and when you invite them, you can simply assign them to this card. And when we switch over to the overview tab, here it changes the view to seeing what task is required on different times and the due dates. So while here is based on the category of the work, here is based on the specific subject, who's working on it, and the status. So for example, here you have kickoff as the status, but when you come over to task timelines and assignees, you'll see it under kickoff. So we're going to go back to overview, and you can see more details on this. You could also see the project lead and the working team just underneath it, and the amount and the budget for this card. You could decide to add more if you want. Now, there are other options you can have to customize your cards, make some preferences, change the color, and these different options will be limited by the plan you're using on Airtable. Now, on this right side, you have extensions and tools. Now, extensions help to make your work easier, so you can decide to add an extension by clicking on the button. And here you can see different extensions: pivot table, CSV import, organizational chart, and different options based on your need. If you'd like to get pictures from Pexels, you can simply click on this extension and it will be integrated to your Airtable. So basically, this is where you can get all the tools you need to make your project run more optimally. Now remember, when we were over task timelines and assignees, when we moved a card from one board to the other, it will take the name of that board. Now, in order to do this, you can go over to automations and add a trigger. Now, there are different triggers and you could look through all of them when a form is submitted, what to do next, and things like that. So in the end, you can use Airtable for different project management options, and there are different features here which you could try for yourself to optimize your workflow and make a success of what you're doing.